This is Wang. I'm live here at IBM Think in Boston. And I think it's really important for customers to understand that this is very unique for IBM. Why? Well, this was the event that was to show how customers would enter the age of AI via IBM. And it's not just IBM, it is all of IBM. And there are four important announcements. One, expect AI-powered automation to be there. One of the areas, IBM Concert, which is going to be GA in June, is going to serve as the nerve center for enterprises in terms of their tech and operations. It's using IBM Watson to identify, predict, and suggest fixes for problems. And I think that's very powerful because we're going to see a lot more AI-powered automation as we get there. Now, why is that important? Well, every organization right now is trying to figure out how to drive down their cost structure. 5% interest rates mean operational efficiency. In fact, it's exponential efficiency that customers are looking for. The second piece is an array of models to help folks get started. It's everything. Open source Granite models that are coming through Apache 2.0 licenses via Hugging Face and GitHub, I think is important. Customers will get anything from a 3 billion to 34 billion parameter model. Now, why do you want to do this? It's going to come from code generation, complex app modernization, code documentation, repository maintenance, fixing bugs. Customers can then use these Granite models as a launch point. This is where you want to get started. And for a lot of folks, this is just the beginning to get the basic LLM and get their feet wet in generative AI. You have to start somewhere, and IBM's there to help these organizations do that. Now, there's also keeping up with these models, and I think one of the more powerful things that's available is what we call the new thing that IBM launched called Lab. It's large-scale alignment for chatbots and Instruct Lab. And so using this, helps organizations figure out how to, along with Red Hat, how to figure out how to keep these models up to date, how it figures out, because models start out in pre-trained sets of unstructured text. And the question is, they get updated very quickly. And these instructions are things that you have to document over time. Instruct Lab allows you to do this. Both IBM Research and Red Hat put this together. It's a way to actually develop skills and knowledge training side by side to make that happen. And the third piece that's important is what we call Watson X assistants. And Constellation sees a progression. When we think about AI, it starts out with augmentation. We're going to get to acceleration, then a level of automation, and they'll have agents and advisors that's going to play a role. And what's important here is Watson X has a bunch of assistants, and you're going to see many of these roll out. This is really the secret sauce inside what IBM will be doing going forward. They're going to productize assistants, servitize them for lots of tasks. A few sets that are available in June is Watson Assistant for Z. That's the IBM Z mainframe, and to figure out how users can actually transfer knowledge and expertise from Z to other areas. This is available June 2024. And of course, Watson X Code Assistant for Z also helps clients understand and document applications using natural language to be able to do that in Z. And of course, Watson Code Assistant for enterprise Java applications. You can tell that most organizations are really looking at generative AI and the use case of being able to modernize applications, transform the code process, making it a lot easier to build applications. It's a concept our colleague Holger Mueller affectionately calls enterprise acceleration, and he's been championing this for years, and it's important that generative AI plays a role there. Now, the fourth piece that's important to recognize on the IBM front from Think is that lots of partnerships. This is not the IBM of the past. These are substantial. These are, I would say, very in-depth partnerships with some of the leading players. The goal here is for IBM to open the doors for organizations to be able to get into generative AI, and they want to be the players to help. The AWS one was Watson X Governance with Amazon SageMaker. There was a Microsoft one, making sure Watson X shows up on Azure. And then Adobe has a Watson X AI with Adobe Experience Platform. And of course, my favorite, the Meta Llama 3, means it's accessible now on Watson X. Llama 3, we believe, is going to be the most important open source LLM out there. And there are other partnerships with Mistral, the Saudi Data and AI Authority, means you can actually access the premier Arabic LLM that's out there. And of course, you're seeing IBM take a lot of care in terms of bringing third-party models onto Watson X. And the idea is IBM Consulting is going to be the expertise for enterprise business transformation, taking their industry capabilities, matching it with specific organizations, and bringing their AI capabilities to bear. And the point here is really to get end user customers to figure out how to adopt and scale AI solutions and match it to the right business needs. So the bottom line here is, look, there is a progression from augmenting to advisors that's coming. This is part of our maturity model when we think about where AI is going to move in every enterprise. We see IBM honing a lot of their work in the AI middleware space. We see partnerships galore. We see IBM also entering emerging markets very well. When you look at Africa, when you look at LATAM, when you look at what's going on in the Middle East, IBM's playing a role. And of course, AI and hybrid cloud are coming together. It's really an important relationship to do this. And to make all this work, you gotta have a data strategy. That is the most important thing here. No data, no AI. And that's really what we got here from the IBM Think show. So live here in Boston, I can tell you that the sentiment mood was buzzing. And it's really nice to be able to be in a show that's not in Las Vegas. I think that's what IBM realized, and not in Florida too. I just want to remind the folks out there. And Boston is a great place for a convention. So live here, Wang with Constellation Research, and hope you get the download here. And definitely look forward to other blog posts, videos as well on the Constellation R site. And of course, live coverage from Larry Dingen on the CR Insight site. Thanks, everybody. Take care.